Okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. So we'll come back for the malware analysis. Today we'll keep going to work on some the lab, and then for today we'll focus on how to look at some like dynamic analysis. If you remember, in the lecture part we try to cover. In the previous we did cover like look at some static. And then this time we try to use some like online platform, like the website, and upload the malware file and do look at those like files and as a result. Okay, so for today's lab, pretty straightforward and easy. And I will after the lab I will upload the exercise you need to do. Mainly, we will rely on the file on the VM. So remember to take a snapshot, and but we are not do not need to execute. So it still will be safe, but the platform I'm showing is using the hybrid analysis, and actually they keep all the record of all the online copy. Okay, so if you see a similar copy, then of course, you can look at others' results in different Windows system. Okay. And as a first step, we need to go to our files. So you need to just like open your VM. So it's the VM. And then as same as what we did in the before. So you need to unzip the two files. So we need to go to the directory. So you just say go to your lab, and then this time, so we go to like 1.3. So will be the our basic 1.2 the basic dynamic analysis. So under this folder, we have two files. Okay, two web files. So you need to like enter it, and then you need to unzip it to get an MSG file. Okay, and here is the password. So infected, and then and I kind of like skip it, so I will let you to do it by your own. Is like how can we? So for the exercise, you need to just to help you to recap what we do before. So how can you use the static analysis? Okay, what did we do? So we use the virus total, and then we check the hash, so including the empty. So right here, so that's what you need to do in the first part. So just I have to, and for the rest of time, so I will help you to if you have any question about static analysis or self environment or any difficulty, yeah, I will help you to fix it. Okay, so so for this, what you need to do, so you need to unzip two files right here, so 1 and 2, and after you unzip it, then of course the first step we need to check the files. So we need to let me open one more. So as we remember the virus total. Total right here. Okay. So that's what we need to do, and then start. The last time we checked the pack and pack, like the example right here. And this time we will check the dynamic. Say the first one. Oh, unzip file, check. Okay. And when we look at the details, we compare it, what's the MD file S1. So you can compare the files right here. Okay. And then after you compare it, this time we will use the example is called the hybrid analysis. So it's an online platform, so you can upload the files and then check out all the details. And all you need to do, you need to upload two files, and then another one will be called the any.wait. Okay, so I'm showing you the page right here, hybrid analysis, and then you can upload the files. And also we can search for some like online report, like others report. So it's possible Later you will, when you scroll down, and then there's some things that you can search it. So it's called a Ubuntu the local, that maybe we are able to find it, or hash simulator. So I will let you do it, and then you can choose the different platforms. Okay, and I will show you one. We are going to use the hybrid analysis. So after we upload it, then we will see some details information. Okay, so I will start with editing scratch. Okay, and you can choose. And because I already submit the first one, and then I will doing is using the unknown tool. Okay, so for you, you need to submit both of them. So you can choose the files, and then if you want to get the result, then you can enter your email. But to me, I do not need to. Just give it, check it, and then continues. It continues, and then right here you can submit like what are they available for different system. At least I will let you, like, you can try maybe for, of course, like testing Windows for the latest. Maybe some people like long time ago. So at least you need to get the latest one, and then I would recommend you can like try to like, okay, how it works like on the Linux system or for the Android static analysis right here. And you can do the quick scan, so you can try to get it. Okay, but for this time, for the unknown tool, then I will submit it as a Windows 11 64-bit. Okay, and then try to get the report. Okay, so after you can submit it, and you will get the some analysis overview. So here we will tell you, okay, so what are those submission, and then what's their SH256 was the English right here, and maybe somebody. Okay, and then for the next part, they will use some antivirus search scan. Okay, so you say, okay, so 100%, and then method defender. So we will like click on it. So when those defenders, like when they compare, so which part they cannot pass. Okay, J and then Gen, like this. Okay, for some of them, and then it give you okay. And then when we keep on like move on, and then it keep loading for some like really long time ago, some people they are already submit similar like working on Windows 7, Windows 10. So this time that's why I submit as a Windows 11. So I recommend you to doing this part. And if you are able to find hash like something like this, then you can search others report or your previous report. But because I'm waiting for it, so it may take some time, and you can check. So I just like use other similar like or previous upload, like let's say Windows 10 64. So you can click on it, and then we can look at like the details. So maybe including like you can get the overview, go back right here. Okay, and but I will check this one later, so we can come back. And then if any like possible relationship like execution right here, and then okay, and you will see the incident response, and then include the risk assessment. So it tell you. So we want to maybe some network behavior right here, so we can like read the details. So it will give you the DNS request right here. Okay. So where they sent from. Okay, and the one we upload still running, so it may take some time. So you may wait for it, or get a result later. And then this one I will check the use others submission before. Okay, they will tell okay some instant hold, and then like what's the fingerprint, and then what's the associate, and what are those like indicators. So including, so you can like just check all this. So what are the maybe what are detection. So you see the quick scan, and then some like antivirus agent was the passing way. Okay. So that's you need to like when you submit it to this hybrid analysis and get the result. And of course, we have extra more like indicators like telling, okay, for the system security, maybe like what's the process. Okay, we have the DLL. Okay, so where they found, and then maybe we have the streams, and then what did they do? So you see the ASCII code right here. So what did they actually perform? Because for our malware analysis, we will see like because every lab sometimes we will introduce some new tool to help us to do analysis. So every time you need to try to it's really hard to like familiar with the tool for know what they're actually doing. So at least in the lab time, so at least you have some idea like what kind of things we can use, and then maybe you can make some screenshot, and then where we should pay attention to, and cover enough in this moment. And we do have like extra more like do they have some like core API during the runtime? So maybe like including one times, or do they like with some active like computer names what the files? Okay, so when we upload it, the Raspberry access, and so far keep going. Okay, and after we go through all this, like where's the entry point? So where's the entry point section if you like we call about our static, so dark text, and so all those like the entropy, if you remember what we use. So we also you can use that one like for testing with the pack and pack. So also we can check it, so you can see the p data, the x data. So all the files that we always like um in our previous in our lecture, we just like mentioned all this part, and you will see that even for the online analysis of this platform, we always like checking the like there the criteria like dog has dog data, and then the within. And of course, like for the file import may be affected, and then you see the kernel 32, the DLL, and the next one, and then user 32. And we'll solve for more and move on. And this one is like we have the hybrid analysis. They give the tree, so analysis about these files, and including the some like network analysis. Okay, so if we like checking this, and then here will be some similar what we see before. So there's like API calls of where the files windows they with the current base DLL, and then once we see some highlighted maybe more anti-open session, so what they modify and status, and what the mushroom file. If you go to Windows, like the p edit, you see once the location subsystems control set 001. So they how can they modify your mushroom files and handles. So what the files are included once this type of the malware files. Okay, and we have so far we have so many things. Just like at least for the report, when you try to get the result, and at least you need to get some screenshot. And I would like to ask you like two things, like if you can, like after you finish the submit the files, and then wait for the result and see what are those like habit, and like when all those like files I quickly just like go through all the possible results they generated, then you can like look into it and make the screenshot. And then the last part, we just like thinking, okay, so based on your observation, what do you can suggest like if some like for remote Trojans, what the exercise the exe file, which one be affected, so like virtual key process or some network communication, so you can try to like get those information from this like generated report. Okay. And the next one is like, okay, maybe how can we defend like some suggestion or when you can think about it, or like you can recommend. Okay. So here's the no definite answer. You can just have like short 1 or 2 sentences. It's okay. Just like how I help you to doing review and think about, okay, so how can we doing the prevention? Okay. And you need to upload too. And I will also recommend if you have extra time able to, you can also try the color anecdote one. So it's one of it. Well, I don't want to like sign up, and then also you can submit the files. So it will be doing the same, but this one it requires like to set up so many things. So I'm not using this one for but we can try to find the similar. So for sure, like maybe for some people that, because this one is like on the kit, so maybe some people also use it for testing. They use most of them maybe on the Windows system, Windows 10. So extra work. So if you can tell, okay, could you find a similar copy about these two files, like based on their MD5 or encryption, like based on their hash. Then if you find a record, then also you are free with it. Right now in this moment, I didn't really check it, but you can just like, if you're able to find it and try to look at those like reports and then with the link. Okay, so if you remember something, the pictures and I'm showing, and then you can make a screenshot, like compare with what we have like on the hybrid analysis show. Okay, and this time we don't have to like install so many things and mainly rely on the online, because like for the dynamic, because we need to execute like after we open the something like that, we pack the file and then we need to unpack it, and then in the execution and then how they like link with different like DLL. So all these are online platforms, so they actually is kind of like they create the sandbox and try to open. And so that's what you need to do for today's exercise. Is pretty straightforward, and just like make a screenshot and save it. So this kind of like, even I call it assignment, but more likely as a lab. So showing you just follow the step and then complete all everything. Okay. Um, so far would be like this, and why not this your time? So if you have any question and maybe set up, and because you feel like why we didn't use the like a fair VM or the Remix UX. So that one also actually is a platform. So because I'm not running on the Intel space CPU, so I cannot install on this platform, so I cannot like demonstrate on this one. But once you install it, actually you can log into those platform, and then they will have all the tools like equipment and help to do doing analysis. So it's more like convenient. So if those like, if you already install it, so you are like welcome to like log in and see what the system use, and then you can under those like system you installed and try to doing the analysis. Okay. And well, now I'll give you the time. So suppose for today is like pretty straightforward, but it just like it takes some time to wait. So that's why. Okay. So let me see. Okay, it's ready. So my the one I just like uploaded. So one of the report is ready. So if you look at mine, what I uploaded, that will be right here. And if you want to search what the version I uploaded, also you can search for it. Okay. And excuse, okay. And open the one I have for Windows. And I would like to let you to take your time to check it. What is the latest one? The Windows 11 of about what uploaded, and then look for all those like details like information compared with the A256 and match what we have, and then high-end Tovi, so it's similar. So but you need to also perform the one on the static first. Like you need to check the static, and while you're waiting for the dynamic analysis result. Okay. So right now will be your time. If you have any question, if you need to share screen, then please let me know. And if you want to ask anything, I will mute my mic. So you feel free if you think okay, it's pretty easy, straightforward, I can copy it. Because I will doing the same. So I will make the lab or the assignment available. So after the class, and you may submit it. So I will right here. I think some of you, most of them not yet submitted. I checked, so I will give you some extra time. But for this one, will be pretty straightforward, and then the time taken for analysis pretty easy. So but I still make it available for like around 2 weeks. So remember to submit it. So if you don't want to accumulate to like keep like those like assignment on the stack, then I would recommend you to complete it. And slightly update because I keep checking about my car, and still right now I cannot get it back. They're still waiting for the pass. So I will try to like keep checking the state the progress and update you. Okay. So when is your time? So I let you to do it. And if you think okay, it's pretty easy, then you feel free to leave. If you have question, you can ask me. Okay. So I will mute mine and stay on this page. Okay. And that's your I will still stay here and then checking how many of you are still attending. So once all you like of you like left the Zoom, then I will stop the recording. Okay. So feel free to ask question or need help. Okay.
I have a general question.
Yep.
So I know you said just now for the Remux and the Flare VM because I was still having troubles with the Flare VM and the connectivity, so I was creating a second VM in order to then
Mm-hmm.
continue with the labs to start the Husky and whatnot because I had tried and tried and tried that Flare and it seems like it's got what it needs to be able to analyze everything, but I was still with that network connectivity, so I was creating a second VM, but you're saying it's a useful VM, but we're not going to be using it for right now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember previously you had said that we could re-roll a snapshot back.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I just wanted to make sure that that was that was okay and that it was just kind of on the back burner right now. So we aren't going to be using the Flare or the Redux quite yet.
Yes, yeah, so it's totally fine. And we're not going to use in this moment yet. But in the later, if you look at like for the later the lab, actually there are some really the tutorials we're gonna really execute. So we will prefer. So those I check most of the time they say for installation they take some time. Okay. So after you install it, maybe I know some guy they maybe like takes like when they complete the installation and takes like few hours. Okay. So maybe
Installation for what, sir?
installation of a VM. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it
even
did take a long time, and so that's why I was really hesitant on trying to re-roll it, and that's why I was creating
mhm.
another a VM.
Yes. Yeah. So I recommend you can just to create a new VM or like an image you can access online because the first few like I say right now the lab we are doing so more likely for NSS we just look at some the hash and then look some background like even right now we're using some online sandbox like introduce like the platform so but it will be fine. Okay. Then I know that's why in the first lab or like first time I need to ask you to install it because I know lots of troubles or sometimes the VM. So when you're hearing the VM when you install it and you're part of actually I'm also answering the question of and the student and because when you're loading VM sometimes when you get a crash or like lost connection because the config different laptop and um have some issue. Okay, so you're okay. Don't be hesitate that if it takes too long, then you can slow down because it will be later. Okay. If the worst case, like if you still not able, yeah, I know sometimes we need to download like before you install it, I would recommend like you download all the files. So like keep it local, then you don't have to access to the network. Okay. And then make a snapshot. And after you make a snapshot, then you start to install the variant like this. Okay.
Yeah.
So it will be the best practice. So later, then you don't have to access to any like online resources. Okay. And we can doing the NSS. So that's what you I need to let you like as a first lab, then you better do it. And then because what we're doing right now, so we need to connect to internet. So it's better to stay on the one of the version is that you still have the internet connection. Okay. So maybe
Okay.
two copies. So you can do it in this way. Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm
And
just a little bit behind, but I should be able to catch up once I get everything operational on my
okay,
second
great.
VM.
Just if you yeah, because you even say it's a little bit behind. Let me know if you need extra time, but I think it's still like open for submission, so you can still submit it. So don't worry because like I know your situation, then you can just let me send me an email or say, okay, I'm still working on it. I need extra time. Then you're okay. Okay. So after you complete all the installations at VM and pretty like so far what we are doing right now is pretty straightforward. So I think you can complete all the lab pretty quick. Okay.
Right.
So don't worry about that. Okay.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. And for then I'm trying to search for the memory address of the VM. So, but there's some possibility. Sometimes it's like when you're really executing or like creating the VM image, they just like crash on the like the instructions. So, but this one will be see because like depends on your hardware your hardware and also the permission. Like, do you like offer enough access like space? So here's the things. Okay. we would like to check the students still right here. Maybe you're still working on it, your system setting. So just check it if you're doing okay or not. So see if no other question, then I will end the meetings maybe after 5 minutes later or 10 minutes. So please let me know. Or if you still have any question, want to stay here, then I won't end the session. Okay. Please let me know. Okay, so if I see maybe no other questions, so I will end the session. So you're feel free. So if you need extra time or like after you are working on it, if you have any question, so you may send me an email, and because like even the afternoon still my office hour, you're feel free. So you can just send me the email so I can like you can attend again through the link, like the one that stream link on today, then I can help you to fix the problem. Okay. So if no other problem, I will stop the screen sharing right now and end the session right here. And have a good one. Thank you. Bye bye.